Hello and welcome to a tiny mod spotlight. A quick announcement. I'm still working on the Mexico campaign, but I'm actually doing a little bit of restart. I'm researching some new strategies so we can actually successfully complete it. I'll explain that in the next video. And I thought in the meantime, to get you some hearts firing, I'll just do a mod spotlight. This time we're looking at Battle Royale, which basically means that everybody will declare war on each other. Now this mod is apparently incredibly mod friendly because it merely just causes people to declare war on their neighbors. So I've just thrown in the resource war mod, and yeah, let's just check it out. So nothing really changes, but apparently after a set amount of time, people will start declaring their shit on each other as for war, which is an interesting concept. So why don't we pick a small nation out of the way and get this shit done? And I think I'm just gonna play as Argentina. I don't know why. Just a random thought. Somebody random in the world. I was thinking maybe here in Asia, but that seems like a very bad idea since the British Raj in like Japan or... So, yeah, let's go for Argentina. No Iron Man. That seems a bit ridiculous. Alright, so, yeah. Now, the Resource War mod adds a lot of new, adds some new equipment, adds some new resources and all that kind of stuff, which can make it fairly difficult, I guess, to work with this mod. Alright, when should the Battle Royale begin? So you can actually ask, like, if you're doing this in multiplayer, let other people decide, ask me again in some time, or you can say, like, I want to start it in about a year, so get a year's worth of time to prepare. I think I'm just gonna start off immediately, for shits and giggles, or, you know... Everybody's prepared. We actually have some food, which is really good for us. So I'm gonna keep this on the side. I just wanna do a little bit of prep work first. So, Battle Royale, first resource wall. If you don't know what it does, it adds two new resources: grain and copper. One is used for ammunition. The other is used for food for your soldiers. It's that simple. So you also have some new equipment that needs to be produced. So missing equipment production here. It says rations, and that's kind of what we need. We need rations. And I probably need some light ammunitions, bullets, shot shells, machine gun rounds, essentially for infantry combat. So I need both of them. So yeah, and you always need to make sure that you have enough rations. If one of these runs out, or either both of them, your squads will just wipe out. So keep an eye on that. Now we could actually take a check, like where is the nearest copper, which is actually Bolivia. So fun times. Right, let's get our divisions. Let's get them all assigned. And I think we're gonna just try to take out Chile. And hopefully don't get shafted by anything. So that's, I think the entire idea right now is let's try not to get completely fucked. Alright. Seems like a good plan. No divisions and trainings. Let's start training some basic divisions. Low priority, high priority for the equipment. And you'll be added in here. Let's get yourselves a general. Let's start with you. See, they have already trouble with some resources. Alright, so let's just get at least some more modern weapons and get started on our industry. So that is that done. Then we're going to figure out what's the most well-developed province that we have. 30%, 30%, 30%, 30%. Well, that kind of sucks. So, yeah, let's just do it like that. Get some military factories up and running. And let's go down some industrial effort. Does that seem like a good start? That does seem like a good start. Now, we do need actually some copper. At some point. Why? Rubber and ammunition. Wait, what am I using that for? My fighters. I don't want fighters. That's what I want. Yeah, and I get some copper from somebody who is not my neighbor. So, Chile actually has a lot of copper. So, we will fix this problem pretty damn soon. So, if we... so, it's just right now. Argentina, the country shouldn't have the battle royale set right now here, and I think after we unpause, we will get a moment of war declaration, probably the next day, or let's just shoot. There we go. Battle Royale begins. As a reminder, all existing non-civil wars have ended, all puppets have been released, factions have been dismantled, initial guarantees and military access have been removed. Every country will now declare war on a weaker neighbor. Countries now always annex in peace conferences, and they will gain cores in all own states. Human players may form factions among themselves, but they will dismantle and once AI countries are gone. The last country standing wins. May the best country win. Alright, so we're gonna get a lot of war declarations here. There we go, and I'm glad you can just select, you know, hold enter and this will automatically go over. So yeah, let's just move our air force in place. We don't have much of an air force, but might as well tell it to fly over to South America. Now, we're not at war. Yeah, we are at war with Uruguay. Okay, so it didn't go exactly as I had planned. Might be that you only have one war going at a time. So let's move the forces over and start, you know, getting the war thing done. Mexico, El Salvador. Alright. Can you go into Montevideo? I think that will lead to immediate capitulation. Now, it seems that Brazil is also at war with... there we go. Uruguay. Take it and turn. Done. Alright, so we got a new military factory. Let's focus on a little bit more rations, because we need a lot of that. And we got a free dockyard, so let's keep just stockpiling in this. Alright. Might want to trade for that. So let's trade with the US. Alright, so let's wait for our next war declaration. So who are we... okay, we went to war with Paraguay, which makes sense. So we immediately gain core, so we can actually fully use... this is going to be a little bit annoying that at the start, a lot of these battles would just keep like war, especially smaller nations. But this actually enables some weaker nations to get really powerful. I think if you play like right here, this might be interesting even though you got Mexico next to you. I think South America might be really interesting. Now, like I said, this apparently works really well with mods because it just checks what's your neighbor and who is the smallest of them. I don't know how it checks that last bit, but it seems that they prefer to always declare war on the weakest neighbor. So I will either declare war on Chile or Bolivia next, and see, Brazil declares on Venezuela because it considers it a very weak neighbor. That's gonna be real annoying real quick. Anyway, let's march into Ascution. I don't know what it's called, but whatever. Yeah, like a lot of wars are going to happen all the time. Take all states. Wait, what? Oh, apparently I fucked up and did not take everything. So, done. Now, let's see. Who is our next target? It's either Chile or Bolivia. And it might be Chile that's going to be next. So we're going to wait. We're going to leave it. Well, Argentina and Bolivia both declare war on Chile. Let's get some more guns. There we go. Let's dismount the army. Let's go over here. And I want a small push. Like, is this guy... where are you going? No, you can just hold your movement right now. This seems a little bit ridiculous. Okay, so need one of you. That's the one. I want you to... only you do that, so... whatever. Okay, go. It's a bit of a weird setting, but whatever. I think as a miner, it's really awkward at the start to play this. We're gonna get some resources, I believe, out of Chile. Yeah, so... we're gonna do pretty good, I think. Okay, national focus done. Let's get some civilian construction effort in there, and then later some armaments effort. Mostly a little bit of resource trouble right now. I want you to be aggressive. We are producing all the equipment that we need. Maybe not that aggressive. Okay. So, let's check the rest of the world. So, it seems Brazil has not been having that successful. Netherlands has been absorbed. France is at war with Spain. And Germany is at war with Sweden. Soviet Russia is at war with Iran. See, there's a lot of wars here. And I think it's fun. China is at war with some of neighbors. And Chuko and Japan are fighting it out. So, yeah, major nations have a bigger chance to get, you know, and US and Mexico are fighting. Which I think Mexico should lose eventually. Oh, Mexico's actually fighting a dual war. Interesting. Alright, so we're ready for these to arrive. Look, how much of these resources we actually need? 3.3k. We have a lot of deficit here. Okay, why don't you just cut this off? I thought I moved your order slightly differently here, but sure. I think the attack marker is no longer correct. I don't think this guy's oh, actually, he's in the attack. strange. Just get some people to march through. Get into Santiago. Cut this guy off and then just support from that side, I guess. So we're definitely gonna take that first. We can take a hold of it. There we go. Nice. Well, all things considered, I think Bolivia might be our next target. There we go. Yep. A lot of wars happening at the same time. Whoop. Now, what you could do at the start, I guess, is take more of a defensive posture and try to not, you know, get drawn into any of the wars, really. But I doubt that is a genuine good idea. Now, we might have some over... Yeah, we don't really need to trade for that. Good. Okay. Okay, first I want to get, you know, I want to get some guns, so we, you know, we actually have a possibility of defending our own nation. It seems that Bolivia might have overextended itself a little bit and just forced itself through a lot of its resources. There we go. Pretty nice. We got our new weapons, very good. And I think industry might be a fairly important thing, so we can actually get some stuff done. I think I'm gonna go for the first industry for now, and we'll pick up some electronics engineering. So yeah, we're gonna set out and try to become a South American superpower. Did not expect doing that anytime soon. Well, we really are playing as Mexico, so yeah, I'm having a bit more love for the South Americans lately, but let's see, war economy. More than 50% world tension, but I need to be either fascist or communist to do so, even though I am in war. Neither above is true. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I'm still having a cold, so I'm drinking any liquid that I can get inside my body, basically. Let's see, army regrouping, logistics. That seems pretty powerful since we have fairly little prep time. So yeah, let's go for army logistics for now. Get to La Paz, if you can. This will be a little bit more important. There we go, Bolivia is ours. I think Peru is the next target. Brazil is going to be brutal. So Peru just got into a double-pronged war, I believe. They declared war in Venezuela, which is a little bit strange. British Raj declared. So that is a little bit annoying. I would suggest anything like remove the war declaration sound. But I think the mod in itself is just really fun, especially for multiplayer. Just get a couple of friends together and see, you know, who can become the strongest miner, sort of. Combine this with a... ooh, you might be able to combine this with every state independent mod. That would be really interesting. Since it is, like I said, it's really friendly, because the only thing it does is just keep people declare war on each other, and it has a coring system and all that kind of good stuff. It seems like nobody really has any organization. Now, this might be the AI with the resource war mod unable to properly cope with the new resources. I just don't know why they have no organization. Because I'm not wiping out the divisions, they just don't want to fight at all. Which is a bit strange. If that's going to be a common problem, you know, this is just a way of just showing that, like, it works with every single mod. But this might be interesting, like with Kaiserreich or Road to 56, Millennium Dawn. Every state independent, I think this can be a really interesting one, because that just forces everybody to war. Actually, that might be one of the more interesting choices. I'm just thinking of it right now. That would be great, actually. Am I subscribed to that one? I might actually do one for tomorrow. I say tomorrow, but that's actually not true. Because I have a little bit different schedule planned. Let's see, am I still subscribed to every state in the independent? Can I write independent? Nope, I can't. There we go. I was no longer subscribed. Anyway, Peru, take all states. Oh, that's not possible. So I think we're gonna get. Oh wait, that's gonna be real expensive. We're just gonna take everything that I can. Really, I have that few points. 65. This is El Salvador. Really? Okay, this is gonna take a while. I think we're boxing up against each other right now. Okay, so El Salvador took it. Okay, we declare war on who now? Colombia. Okay, that makes sense. I think we're gonna go to war with either El Salvador or Brazil next. Alright, let's get some military factories coming in. I think it's time to start increasing our production of this stuff. Let's see, what is it, the prediction here? We're still losing mostly equipment every day, but, you know, slow fighting, it works. So far, we are doing pretty good. Not really overly, see, at some point the major's gonna strike at each other, right? Just Soviet Union just got sinking, Japan just got, but I think France and Germany, okay, they're not really there yet. Like, England is fighting with, oh, come on, wow. True challenge there, England. Says the guy that's taking down Colombia, which has 4 to 8 divisions. And is at war with literally everybody. Let's see. Oh yeah, we definitely need to increase our production of a lot of things. Okay, let's take a look at resource mode. So we're gonna get a little bit more grain possibly here. But we have enough copper. So what is the lowest? Like munitions, and both are problematic. Okay, can I? No, I can't. Okay, I was thinking maybe I can upgrade, but no, not a chance. Now I know artillery. If you add artillery to a unit, you actually see. This is what I liked of the resource war, and I wish the AI would be better at using it. But if you add like support artillery, I believe you actually, yeah, you need to start adding heavy munitions as well. And I think munitions is something that's completely overshadowed and not in, because it's not in the game, and it really should be. I think nations, however, that in this specific mod with this specific setup, they will struggle from the fact that if you don't have like good starting resources, you'll be in trouble. Like, you're seriously gonna be in trouble. Like Brazil, let's see, what is your resource situation? You have oil, but you don't have any ammunition, so you have fairly little grain. Like, I got lucky. But I have a lot of copper available to me, or a lot of natural resources. But yeah, that's gonna be a bit tough. That's not a problem. It's gonna be a bit tough, but you know, it's gonna be a bit tough. See, Brazil isn't attacking anymore, probably because it's no longer capable of supporting his own attacks. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna play this more with every state independent. I think that's gonna be like amazing fun. Just gonna keep producing more military factories. I think we are fairly good as civilian, so we've got 33 of them. And every state independent, you know, everybody has the same focus tree. Like nations as Germany and stuff like that, their focus tree right now is completely garbage because it doesn't work anymore. Wow, is this German focus tree? Wow, this thing is tiny. I haven't played vanilla. Wait, no, this is different or not? No, this is the same. Is it? Like I said, I haven't played Germany vanilla like in the longest time, so yeah, it's a bit weird for me. Alright, can we get this thing over with? You can do sport attack right there. Yeah. Alright, yeah, we're finally making positive, so we're soon gonna have enough rations. Just need some more ammunition. Soviet Union declared war on Afghanistan. Well, that never went wrong before. However, if they lose right now, I am literally gonna cry. Yeah, I think this mod is like the chance for the minor nation to really get some shit done. Wow, you are actually managing to hold on. How the hell do you do that? Because you have no ammunition, do you? So you must be trading for. Yeah, you importing. You do produce your own grain. Okay, first things first, let's just get this done. I want this guy to be going over here. Okay, so he's in a retreat officially. Yeah, get over there. Just strike in that province afterwards. Still got more than enough manpower, so manpower is not a problem. Army regrouping, that seems like a pretty good one, because we are doing constant war. Alright, we'll see. Let's get over there, and that actually enables us to get a small portion of our non-existent air fleet to fly over. Come on, how long is this gonna take? I can't wait, by the way, for the next expansion, just to add in the feature that you could just attach air wings to armies, because that's gonna really make this a lot easier. Taking out this, wow, this is proving to be a lot more difficult than I thought. Why is that? Bad terrain and it's the tactics damage, terrain, weather, supply, experience. It's just gotta be 0. Wow. That does explain quite a lot why this is so shit. So this is where artillery would be a great addition, but I don't think artillery is really up for it yet, to say the least. I think I really need to improve my industry before that. So, and we're gonna have a need for naval at some point. So that's also gonna be a fun thing that we need to keep an eye on. I think I just switched some production around that I shouldn't have done. Not in the way I did it, at least. Alright, so we got some aerial support. It doesn't really change much. So attacks are really low. I don't know why that exactly is, but we're slowly winning this. Mostly just real slowly. Okay, so he finally retreated. Good. Alright, there we go. Soviet Union declared war in China. Let's just take this terrain real quick. Oh, wow, wait. Okay, this is going not so good. It seems my horses, by the way, have the biggest success chance of actually taking stuff. Like, what is your national unity at? 70%. So we really need to take Bogota. But I'm liking this. I'm gonna record another one. We got our first new division. That means that we are finally getting some shit done. Let's see. You could automatically add to. Actually, doesn't work. So yeah, low priority and everything. But yeah, we are mostly using a lot more munitions. So yeah, good. Okay, nice, awesome. That means if next line in can be gasoline we don't use because we don't use any motorized. So I think this is like priority number 1. Then there's equipment, and then we also gotta need heavy munitions to actually feed into the artillery. There we go. So we're gonna do it like this. You know, this is the infantry equipment, this is the munitions that I use. This is gonna be artillery, this is munitions to use, and rations is just something that you just need. Like there's no point where you're like, yeah, I don't need rations. I just like, oh yeah, I don't need to feed my soldiers. Like, who the hell cares about them? Construction speed. I think it's fairly nice to have. Especially as I start. I think the biggest nations are gonna have an advantage. Like the US is gonna be like a beast. Even though, as they are. Right now they're still crippled. I think they can't intervene. Like they can't go through. Well, actually, they're already awakening because they're at war. Wow. And world tension, of course, is already at 100%. So yeah, they're doing pretty good. There's no template. Yeah, that's exactly true. But let's get in some support artillery. I don't know if it's got this set up, but you know, it's gonna. Right, modifying the government. No, I don't need. Well, this is pretty nice actually to pick up at some point, but I think for now, what we might do is. You really don't need to flip like ideology. There's no reason for it. I think the only way you want to go do anything with ideology is mostly because this is one of the strongest trees. Because actually recruitable more recruitable population, more division training times. That's pretty good. There's no real advantage in any of these. Not really, at least. So yeah. Alright, so that is, Bogota has already been captured, so I think we should have this in the bag. Can I get one of these? Like you, can you go to there? Can you stick on here? Now, luckily we won't declare war on the US, but considering that we might declare war on El Salvador, and we won't be able to take them, that's going to be a little bit annoying, so... well, why don't we first start taking that? Because we might be able to ship around some units, but I highly doubt that. Then I want this, because that's food, and I want this, because it's food. And the turn. So let's take this at least. Pass for 28 points. Take that. Pass for 28 points. There we go. End turn. We have everything. Brazil declared war on Cuba. Okay, Argentina declared war on Brazil. Okay. Now, interesting stuff that there is shit up there. I don't care. I want to go and get my army down here immediately and just march up the north coast. I'm gonna do about a 30-minute video, and after that I'm gonna switch in some other mods and just see how that one with the every state independent one is going, because I think that one has the biggest giggle, probably has the biggest giggle factor. Okay, I think this is here where you can see the advantage of that the AI always leaves behind some forces. But it seems Brazil might have been struggling though in certain bits. Okay, got the Air Force. There we go. Alright, nice. Okay, like what do we have in resources? Do we have any rubber or anything like that? Okay, I need to trade for less. There we go. We have no rubber, no aluminium, so the Air Force is still like out of our league. That's okay. Okay, let's go. Oh, we're kicking their asses. Very nice. There we go, boys. Taking on Brazil. Hell yeah. Extra research slot. That's pretty nice. Get another one. We can, you know, get some proper equipment in. Upgrade this. Get some anti-tank guns probably in there, because I think that's gonna be pretty nice addition. You know, if anybody ever gets any armor in the field, our standard divisions will be capable of, you know, putting in some damage. I think I'm gonna switch my divisions to all be regular infantrysts. Alright, nice. Very good. Computing machines. Seems like we might have been able to take out most of the Brazilian army already. I don't know where they are. They are small though. Okay, you take on that one. I think infantry equipment is still like one of the important things. Okay, double pronged attack. That should be able to be victorious. Yeah, look at that. We're good. We are more than good. Let's get on Rio de Janeiro. Let's get you over here. I'm sorry. Still sick, so still sniffling and everything along those lines. So yeah, that sucks, but it just is as it is. It happens. Yeah, let's get just political effort. But I think you guys have a good understanding here. We just think we're going to take out Brazil. After that, I think we have seen enough for this specific mod. We're going to try probably a serious campaign where every state independent. And I will continue working on the Mexico campaign in the background. And whenever there is a success over there, I will show it to you guys. Okay, we do have a need for steel. That is a little bit annoying. I don't try with the US. There's somebody small. Italy. It's probably not that small, but Italy is at least not one of the primary nations. Like, okay, you're still working on most of that. You are working probably in Portugal. United States declared war on Canada, so Mexico is dead. Britain has declared war on El Salvador. Like, Britain is like eating all those smaller nations, which is really cheeky when you ask me. We need to give this a little bit more focus. But yeah, this is going pretty well. Brazil is not capable of resisting our super mighty empire. Rio de Janeiro. I believe after that, like most of this is already ours. Okay, so ammunition. Are we getting a positive? Yeah. So I want to produce anti-tank munitions. Let's start with that because I want to get some anti-tank guns. Soon added in. So we're going to enter artillery. Let's get some anti-tank guns added on. Alright, political effort, really nice. Let's get some collective ethos, just, you know, because of my work. And Well, I think it's time to get a military theorist. Okay, I gotta go to Redcliffe. I know it's something different, but whatever. There we go. So there's still some stuff up here, but it doesn't seem to be really moving their armies. Now, how far towards capitulation are they? Oh, they're really close. Another 5 points here, another 3 points there. We might need to get to more. 11. Nope. Brazil is done for. Anyway, I guess I think a very good understanding. So we'll probably declare war on Cuba. That's annoying because that means I need Marines. Anyway, I think you have a good understanding of how this mod works. I'm gonna give it another shot with every state independent mod, which has been had some upgrades. It's probably fixed quite a lot. So the resources fixed to be done, country names are done, still no flags or factories. Make AR actually do stuff until you may want to use the always war mod. Okay, well, optimize focus, blah 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 blah. Right. Yeah. So I want to thank you guys for watching and see you guys in the next one. Have a very good day. Bye bye.